In this video, I will be playing through GTA 5 completing missions in a way that is not at all how the developers planned. At the same time, I will not use any mods, cheats or other junk to break the missions. Everything will be fair. Rockstar obviously didn't expect that if before the start of the mission derailed, you make the dog angry and then stand on the marker, something not very good will happen to Michael.
Oh man, Trevor about?
And as soon as we are given control of the character, the game will suddenly remember that Michael is no longer with us and will give us a mission failure. Also in this mission, after the trains collide with each other, part of them, you won't believe it, will stay on the bridge. Okay, just kidding, that's how it's supposed to be. And these carriages will stay on the bridge even after completing the mission. It would seem the developers thought of everything, only there is a small nuance.
Hi, how are you?
Yes, Rockstar didn't think about the fact that a new train will still spawn not far from the player, so we see this funny thing. In the mission complications, when you get into the car and drive, Franklin will call Simeon, and if you crash into various objects during the conversation will start over every time and then Michael will not appear in the car.
If you actually bring the repossession to me this...
Only the developers didn't take into account the fact that this way you can drive to Simeon's dealership and break the game.
Have it back out on the street before the day is done.
Hey man, it's Jess up here.
Okay, stop the car. Pull up. That's a 9mm semi-automatic pushed against your skull.
The game will get confused and put up glass that is impossible to break, and there is no way to get out unless you restart the mission. But what's even more fun is the bug in the mission Father and Son. When Franklin climbs onto the hood of the car, trying to hold onto it, you can crash into an object and then Franklin will stand up and sit in your car. At the same time, the mission will completely break, the blue marker of our yacht will disappear and all dialogues will turn off. The game will stop understanding what is happening, and this means that our car engine won't break, which should have broken by the script. And we will be able to drive after the yacht until the very end without problems. At the end of the mission, the truck with the yacht stops in the El Burro Heights area where the Marabunta Grande gang lives, who stole Michael's yacht. But don't worry, Michael was still able to get his yacht back. However, in the Paleto Score mission, neither Michael nor Trevor nor Franklin will be able to get back their money that they lose during the bank robbery. It is enough to just stand in place for a long enough time while the money will slowly disappear. But the most interesting thing is when the balance reaches zero and the money literally goes into the negative, just like in life, and this way you can earn even $1 million, only in negative form.
This is a big win.
Oh yeah, it's a huge win. Woo!
After the mission, the game will show us our minuses, but at the same time, the money on the character's account will neither increase nor decrease. And now I will show you how to correctly finish the Nervous Round mission. In the Blitz Play mission, there is an interesting moment related to opening the armored truck doors. If you throw a sticky bomb onto the side of the car, the doors will open, but something will be missing. For some reason, after pressing the explosion button, the cutscene of the exploding doors from where two people are supposed to come out did not trigger. As a result, there will be an empty interior inside the car, which you cannot enter, but you can shoot or throw grenades inside, though for some reason, some grenades hit an invisible wall, while others successfully fly in. And if you throw a sticky bomb in there, the mission will suddenly wake up and you will be able to continue playing it. And at the end of the mission, if you drive up the mountain and eliminate 2 guards and then approach the gates, the guards will just keep lying on the floor, as if that's how it's supposed to be.
Got a package for Devin Weston.
Package for Mr. Weston. Come on.
After completing the hotel assassination mission, Lester will call Franklin to inform him about moving into a new house. So when you are at home during the conversation, after hanging up the phone, Franklin's things will instantly disappear, as if he was robbed.
Enjoy it.
3671 Wispy Mound Drive.
And the door will be blocked and you won't be able to get out of the house. At the end of the Big Score mission, if you want to easily get rid of the police while doing absolutely nothing, then here is what you need to do. It is enough to simply hide behind a car located in the corner of the parking lot, and the wanted stars will start flashing and eventually disappear. At the same time, your partners will be shooting back, but this will not hinder you in any way. After the stars disappear, run to your car and drive away. The stars will not reappear, and the chase will be officially completed.
We're clear. I'll check on the goal. Trevor? Lester? Come in.
During the completion of the jewel store job mission, when you drive away from the police, you can say goodbye to the gang and drive back to the jewelry store. Surprisingly, the mission will not fail, and when you arrive at the store, you can hear the alarm, which is still working. But inside the store, the display case will be intact and the jewelry will be in place. They fixed everything very promptly. They also installed bulletproof glass that cannot be destroyed even with a minigun. Did you know that in the mission The Third Way, if you chose to kill Michael or Trevor after Franklin hangs up the phone, the game gives us a chance to change our mind and choose the other option, Death Wish. To do this, we just need to call Lester. There will be no answering machine and Lester will actually pick up the phone.
Franklin?
Lester, dawg. Man, we need to talk. I got a problem I need your help with.
After the call, a mission icon will appear on the map where you can drive to and start saving your friends.
What's the panic, bro?
When Michael and Jimmy go to the beach to ride bikes in the mission Daddy's Little Girl, an arrogant vendor awaits them, charging you $20, though in fact, even more is deducted. And if you get off the bike and get back on, it turns out you have to pay for it again, and more than $20 will be deducted from you once more. And in the end, they will go off to compete as if nothing had happened.
Crazy.
By the way, if we go back to the Big Score mission, but with a different approach, you can have some fun with Lester at the end of the mission. Usually, when we arrive at his place, he greets us happily coming out of the house.
Gentlemen! Lester.
But have you ever tried driving to his home when the police are chasing you? If you do this, we will see that he comes out of the house but suddenly stops. The cutscene doesn't trigger. And here we can have some fun by pushing him in every possible way or jumping on him, and nothing will happen to us for doing it.
Gentlemen!
You can also have some fun with a character in the mission scouting the port. If you arrive at the designated point and get into the only vehicle you can enter, you can have some fun, but this time with Floyd. With the help of the vehicle, you can push him, and surprisingly, he will not fall. The falling animation is disabled here. And this is a great way to have fun. And if you get tired of messing with him, you can go ahead and mess with the other workers in the port. I allow it. If you take a container, drive to the workers, and then carefully lower it onto them, they will fall and get back up, and the mission will not fail. You can do this practically forever. I know that we have already messed with many in the game, of course, but there is another mission, the construction assassination, where you can again mess with the taxi driver a little, although in fact it's his own fault for agreeing to take us to the roof of an unfinished building. If you get into the taxi and skip the trip, he will magically take you either inside the building or onto the roof. Inside the building he will be shaking, and on the roof he will just be lying there, and you can do whatever you want with him. In the mission Deep Inside, if you sneak onto the film set by knocking out an actor and taking his clothes, then according to the script, you are supposed to go to the car, get in, and drive away. But if instead of getting into the car we take out a phone, everyone will suddenly open fire on us as if I committed an illegal act.
What is the point of...
For some reason, people in this mission react to the phone as if I pulled out a weapon, and they start shooting at us. But further on, we too can do some shooting and cause a bacchanalia. In the mission Crystal Maze, Trevor is allowed to do whatever he wants. If anyone is eliminated, we won't get a wanted level, and even if we brazenly break onto the military base, we will be able to steal a military tank or other vehicles without any problems. And nothing will happen to us for it, except that some people will be a little angry. Then just head to the designated point and have fun.
Come on, let's go see them Chinese fellas.